it's about the turn of summer, right? It's turning.
Right, that's what we're
clockworking.
We just
here.
went into like the summer heart of it, which is my favorite part.
It's the best part. Let's be honest.
It is the best part of summer.
But the beginning.
Yeah.
This is our time, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to make the money.
Right.
We have to get out and do the yard work.
Yep.
Make everything
right,
look
the
pretty.
Preparation.
We got to go run. Yeah, no, this is our time. We have 40 days until June 12th?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah, so these next 40 days, my dad challenged me to just do everything a little extra in preparation for the big summer. Mm-hmm. And I challenge you out there to do it as well. So just the next 40 days, anything you can do to whatever goals you've had in mind for the last whatever quarantine, just get out there and do them.
Because that will really set off your summer.
Yeah.
Right.
And one of those things
start it off right.
One of those things is the landscaping, as I mentioned. Right now we're leveling out a plot for our above ground pool.
Yes,
which, by the way,
we're very excited
very
about.
bougie above ground pool.
Oh yes, we love. Actually, it is actually pretty nice. It's chlorinated and it's great.
Right? The last one we had looked like a Ziploc bag.
What is it about blue versus gray that just makes it seem so much classier?
But anyway, so as a guest we have a man who needs few words for introduction, but basically he co-owns and operates a lawn care business. So he's going to get on here, kind of talk about a little bit about summer with us. We'll go over a few of our topics, and it's going to be our
what that
buddy.
Looks like for him
right?
As a landscaper, because that is isn't that the season for it?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it is. They're getting a lot of bids right now.
Versus spring, I wonder.
We'll have to ask him.
Yeah, there we go. I'll have to ask him that, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's probably more likely now and
spring,
then. But I'm not sure. I really am not.
Well, mowing the lawn, lawns, that's probably huge all throughout summer.
Yeah, but the spring is where the mulching and weeding probably comes into play.
Right.
So we'll get him on here. He'll talk all about that. And let's get right into that. All right, and we're back, and we have Ted Perot on the line. Ted, how are you doing today?
Good. What's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
We are doing splendidly because we are talking about summer.
Yes.
Hey, let's go.
I am beyond excited.
Summer 2020, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So excited.
You know what? The funny thing about that, though, with the whole COVID thing, I am not about I am not about to let COVID ruin my summer, and that's not me saying I'm going to be ignorant and disregard all my government officials. No, that's me just saying there are definitely ways. There's definitely ways we can go about having a good time. I told this to my parents when the first thing started. They were like, "Maybe we won't go to Wisconsin this year." I was like, "That's silly because guess what? We are some creative group of folks. We can
are some
figure.
Creative group
oh
of
my!
folks.
We are one creative group of folks. Thanks, Grammar Police.
Right.
You're welcome. What else am I here for?
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit about favorite things to do in the summer, and I was kind of curious because I know you lived in the UP there for a bit.
Oh yeah.
And then you've also had your summers downstate.
Oh yeah.
And I know you went to Florida for spring break. So I just wanted to know what's your favorite part about summer? And I know it's a broad question. There's a lot of fun things.
Activities, things that you like to do, basically.
Things that I like to do in the summer. Mm-hmm. I would definitely say that I like to be out on my boat whenever I can. We have a little dock on the Lansing River and our little water ski boat down there as well. And just spending time out there skiing. I love water skiing, especially through the slalom course that they have out there. And I think that's
I bet you can rip it too because you do that quite often.
Well, I don't want to hype myself up too much. Trying to stay modest. But
we'll bring it up so that you don't.
I like to throw up some walls. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, no. That reminds me. Last summer, we do this thing where we go up and we hang out on our grandparents' cottage, and they typically have a boat, and we do water sports. Right, but last summer it was closed down because of high water.
No wakes.
So just thinking about those early morning butter runs.
Oh my goodness.
After a Cop's donut. Oh my gosh!
I know.
Cop's is
there's nothing. You feel some type of way in the morning for sure. After you like have a nice ski like on a glass lake, like there's just I words can't describe it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
But not a lot of people
in.
do it though, which is interesting.
I know. Yeah.
I know.
It's
I know.
weird because it's so normal to me.
Yeah, you think like it's so amazing. How is it even butter? Everybody would be out on their boats.
Right. Like they're too busy down in some bush lattes and sitting around the campfire.
Oh yeah.
Like 9 a.m.
loving some bush lattes.
Well, actually, the Wisconsinites, they love their bud, bro.
Yeah.
They're out on the front porch at 9 a.m. slamming some buds.
It's a little bit too carbonated for me personally.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Those butter runs, though, that's like just such a fun tradition. I was wondering some of your family traditions, if you have any for the summer. We were kind of talking about ours and how we get all the family up to the cottage and stuff. What are some of your traditions?
Well, I'd say we don't really have too many traditions in the Perot household, unfortunately. I would say like you guys, we go up to our cottage up in the UP, up by Michigan Tech, where Caleb goes to college, and we actually just built a little camp up there, so just kind of spending time up there, and I guess that would be like a tradition that we do every summer.
Yeah.
That's cool, and that's a nice camp too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we love it up there. It's like nice and quiet, and the lake's beautiful, and there's lots of stuff to do.
I remember when Grace and Gracie first came up to visit me.
Yeah,
we went out to the camp at night, and oh my gosh,
Stars.
Nothing like the UP night sky.
Oh yeah.
Like living in Lansing, where it's like light pollution everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can literally see where Lansing is because of how much light pollution.
Right.
Versus sitting in that black water.
I know.
Purely reflecting all the stars.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
The stars up there.
Which is whack because like there's even places that are more like that. Like I want to go to the places of the world where there's no civilization for like 100 miles.
Right.
Yeah. I think I could do that for, like,
the UP is a special place to me for sure, and I mean, I know that you guys have definitely started to fall in love with it, and like I've been doing that all my life, and like I love it up there.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Now I want to see the Northern Lights. Can you see them from up there?
I've never seen the Northern Lights from the UP. No.
Yeah, they said that they were going to be visible in the fall, but like something happened. It was going to be too cloudy, so I think there are times of years where you can see them, but it's not as like big as if you were to go somewhere where you can actually see them.
A new tradition for us,
I've gotten to see them. I've seen it up in Canada actually.
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
That's another thing I want to do. I want to get up to Canada.
I've never been outside the
and
country.
check out the Canadian area. Maybe hit up a Timmy Hortons.
Yeah, Timmy Hortons.
Maybe watch some hockey.
We have those here, Caleb.
I know.
yeah. There's one right down the road.
I'd feel like I would feel like I'm in that one movie show, or what's that TV show?
The movie show?
Trailer
How I
Park
Met Your
Boys?
Mother.
Oh, that.
No, How I Met... the How I Met Your Mother, when Barney finds out like he's part Canadian and he goes up and they're all in Tim Hortons.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I would feel like I would have to watch that episode in a Tim Hortons in order to truly feel American.
Oh my goodness.
But another thing we were talking...
Make you feel American.
Oh my gosh. There's many things that make me feel American, but that is one of them. But another thing like that we were talking about was with summer also comes like, a bunch of free time, quote unquote, especially when it comes to like school. Like you remember when you were in school and summer came around and it was like is a whole new
you felt
set.
Free.
Right, there was a freedom of it to it.
Absolutely.
So what Grace and I were talking about is how we want to take this summer and kind of make it somewhat of a hustle. Or at least I do.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah. It's an opportunity to make a little dough, especially before I go back to tech. Like, I gotta figure out... Exactly. I gotta figure out my spending habits before I go back to tech.
Yeah, we were talking about this, actually.
Because, like, I bought way too many energy drinks, and I bought way too many, like, quirky gifts for friends that I did not need to buy at all. But at the same time, like, I felt good buying it.
Some people are givers, some people are takers.
Right. No,
we wanted to know your 2 cents.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I've been working the past 4 summers, just like doing like different jobs and stuff like that, and like finding out stuff that I enjoy and what I don't. And then I really discovered that I liked working outside and like working, like doing landscaping stuff and mowing and all that.
Get that farmer's tan on.
Oh yeah, just. Oh yeah, big redneck guy over here. But I actually, started mowing a couple people's lawns and just doing odd jobs for them, like, resculpting their beds, doing patios and that kind of a thing. And I built up a little bit of a clientele. And
there you go.
And with that, fast forward like 2 years, like I last summer I didn't really have enough time to like take care of them, and I was like, well, like I'm making somebody else rich by doing all this stuff for them. Because I was working for a landscaping company at the time, and then I actually met my business partner Elijah Motley last year, and we were like, we're both like making other people rich off of stuff that we could do ourselves, and with that we were actually able to build up a good sized clientele, and just kind of putting ourselves out there, and we've gotten a few decent sized jobs to do, so to keep us busy through the summer, and so that's what I'm planning on doing.
That's so cool. That's like classic, what was I gonna say? Classic like American Hustle, like you found something that you loved,
like starting it on your own. Is the part,
and you realize that like with my resources and with what I'm able to do, I can do this for myself. And then I guess my follow-up question to that would be, was this like a learning experience, or was this like, have you done something like this before?
I mean, like I've never started up my own business before, no. So this is all like uncharted territory for me,
right?
But I've loved doing every bit of it. Like is everything from like designing our logo and to like figuring out like different equipment and stuff that we would need, like to meeting with people and like doing estimates and stuff like that. Like it's so much fun. That's what I want, is to be a business owner. Of some sort, and like I love like the responsibility that comes with that, and like it's definitely matured me in a lot of ways. I feel like just to be able to interact with people in a certain way and professionally, and like do a good job, and like know like that my name's on everything that I do, and I want to have a good name for myself, basically.
Yeah, that's when it comes down to, like, at some point, you're growing up, and your summers become a little less vacation and a little more responsibility.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been working 15-hour days. I know Caleb. He's been, I don't know how many hours you work a day, Caleb, but I know you're probably getting
grinding
up there.
that two job grind. I wake up at 4:30 and then work until 2, and then I work from 3 to 8. So
jeez. I was doing the exact same thing and for a while, but I actually dropped one of my jobs because Sustain was really kicking off. That's the name of the landscaping company, obviously. And,
So, what inspired the name there?
I couldn't tell you that, honestly. Like we were just kind of like, Sustain, sustaining stuff, like sustaining
right.
Sustaining
it has a nice ring.
It makes sense. It's like keeping up with it, and that brings your clientele back to you.
And the reason I say like how they come up with that, because I find it's a very good name, and it's very interesting to me because you have Sustain, where you have the we're sustaining people's lawns, we're making them look good. No one likes having that front yard like jungle,
Right.
Or like everyone's super self-conscious about that. Or not everyone. That's a blanket statement. Sorry, my mom is super. Yeah. So I always do that stuff for her. But the it's also like it kind of gives me a feel of like responsibility. Like if someone with a company named Sustain came to me, like I feel like they have the ability to also sustain their character. And I know I've seen your shirts and stuff. You have your values there, and I think that's really cool that you guys started with that.
Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. And it's definitely, it's definitely not anything like super big